So cool to see a sea line crossing sign. So it's pretty epic. This place I'm going to is the Nugget Point Lighthouse, and you can see the light. Just a little glimpse of it. We're about 10 minutes away from that spot, and just driving in, I mean, you're just right on the coast, like, of the water. I've never seen the roads just right on the edge as you're coming up. So we're here to catch sunrise with the lighthouse. This one's pretty cool because it's up on a hilltop, so should have some good lookouts. And yeah, just making the morning. It's been a whirlwind of a couple past days. We'll talk more about that once we get over there to the lighthouse, but right now we're just making our way and had to stop for that sea line crossing sign. You don't see those every day, especially in Colorado. So we're gonna keep moving on. We got a quick shot of that and get over to the lighthouse. So we just got here, so it looks like you have to walk up the road. I'm at the car park right now, but they didn't have the road continuing. Not sure if it's before hours or whatnot, but we're here and we're gonna make our way up to the lighthouse to see the Nugget Point Lighthouse. So should be cool. It's up on this hill. Pretty unique, I would say, out of all the lighthouses that I've been to so far. Just as far as the geography and the landscape around it, really cool. Look on the map right here. It's just right there on that little tip. Really cool. And we're walking up to one of the outlook points. Pretty bundled up. The wind over here is quite chilly this morning, and still got pretty heavy cloud coverage, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get much of a sunrise today. Pretty serious cliffs, and the lighthouse is up there that way. You can see just a little baby sun coming. So back to the last few days, I had mentioned I met this lady, sweet lady, Nikki, at the Auckland, Thailand game in Dunedin, and she offered me that stay, and I showed the area that I was at, and she was so kind. She just kept telling me no rush, and she works so hard. She runs her Airbnb on her property. She works in real estate, managing other Airbnbs and things inside of that kind of career. She has 2 kids, around 18 and 20, 21 years old. One, I mentioned Brianne. She is now in Canada on track doing au pair and working towards playing more women's hockey, which is awesome. Cody, I got to meet. And Cody is a player, kind of a practice player on the Dunedin Lightning team. And sounds like there's opportunity for him to continue his playing career. And he's trying to get over to North America, has some ideas and some people connections in Canada as well. So really cool to see that in New Zealand there is opportunity for them to go and travel and play internationally, and they all desire the same thing, to make it to the NHL, and it's very tough over here. I think Mike, I met Nikki's husband, and he had mentioned that there's 5 million in New Zealand, so not a whole lot, but when you look at it with 2 islands, that's a lot of people in a small area. So they definitely are up and coming, and they love their ice hockey, and it was really cool to see. But anyways, Nikki just kept telling me to lounge and relax and sleep in. She's gonna come and go. She's been working the tournament, washing the team skins, the jerseys for all the teams, and she was just like, sorry, I would cook you breakfast, I gotta go and take care of this. And I was just honored to be able to stay in this apartment Airbnb in between them having reservations. So they have guests coming today, and the last 2 days there was nobody, so she was in between setting that up and allowed me to stay there, shower, do my laundry. It's a shared space, and it's really cool after getting to talk to her more. She explained, and you could tell after a while, it's an old school. And so this was a really unique place because there was a lot of the previous artwork and chalkboards and just the way they had the school laid out and the classrooms. And so they've divided it, and they came about this through 15 years ago. They had purchased the land, and they were able to Nikki had a vision, and Mike, he's a woodworker and builds furniture, and some people, she would say, would look at her as they're not normal and what are they doing, but she's absolutely normal and one of the hardest workers I've ever gotten to know and be blessed with. And she saw the potential and was willing to take that risk, and they got the property and all the acres for affordable deal back then. And so they've taken this property and they've given Mike his studio. They live in the classrooms, so they've revamped it. They've made a kitchen. They've made it work, and it's just absolutely incredible. I got to hang out with Molly, their cat, and their dog Aspen yesterday while Nikki was out running errands. And after I left the apartment area that I was in, because she needed to clean it, getting ready for the guests, she allowed me to stay on their side. She made me breakfast food for a lunch, kind of in between dinner. It was amazing. Eggs, ciabatta, baked beans, bacon, all fresh, homemade, and a cup of coffee. And then that was the plan originally, was to get a cuppa, she calls it, so tea or coffee. And that was the plan, to get that and to just kind of catch up and meet Cody. So I spent the day with them in their home on the other side and got to do my laundry. She just gave me one job, to relax, actually two, to relax and to not let the fireplace go down. So I sat there and I fed the firewood. I stayed cozy. I did my vlogs and just relaxed. And it, again, just those moments of, needing to explore and to feeling overwhelmed with just being out here by myself after some time now. It's been 3 weeks, a little right there at some change. It's nothing super substantial, but for me, this is my longest and furthest. And with the driving, it's one of those that I needed Nikki to show up and to kind of settle me down and get me inspired. And she was so kind, just asking questions about me coaching and my dad, and just kept wowing me, wanting to see my YouTubes. We watched YouTube. She brought Pizza Hut home. I honestly didn't ever want to leave. Nikki has made it so wonderful. So Nikki, when you watch this, I just want you to know, thank you so much for everything you've done in a short period of time. Those 48 hours were something special. I'm glad our paths crossed, and it doesn't surprise me the way that the world works. Your kindness is unmatched, and you're just an incredible human being. So I really appreciate everything and getting me back on par with going out and seeing the lighthouse this morning. I'm wishing you all the best, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your family, and we love ice hockey. So all right, well, we just got over to the lighthouse now. Sun is coming up a little bit on the horizon. Clouds are blocking pretty heavily, You can see the lighthouse though at the moment. Pretty cool how they've put that thing right there. And we're gonna try to get some captures and document some of this morning walking up into it, and hopefully maybe we get some sun peak, but we're not really too sure at the moment. So let's go ahead and see what we can get.